Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Something that I love to explore in terms of EVE Online are cheap T4/T5 Abyss fits, especially T4, because I think generally speaking it's quite hard to find cheap T5 Abyss fits, but T4 I really love to be able to find cheap fits here. Reason being, T4 Abyss is the level of Abyss where I noticed the ISK starts to suddenly get a lot higher, so being able to find cheap fits here is actually a really good thing because it allows people to get a stable income with a bit more ease. Fit we're going to be testing here is a Cerberus. We've tested numerous Cerberus fits before. I want to try one with the Pithx type large shield booster because this shield booster is actually pretty good for the price. It's the most powerful large shield booster you can have, and it's one of the cheaper ones as well. It's not the cheapest, but it's a cheaper one. There's more expensive ones in terms of the GIST ones. The GIST ones are more expensive. Why is this more expensive? There are two reasons. This module here is a lot easier to fit than the Pithx one, and the second one is the GIST one is a lot more lenient on the capacitor than the Pithx one. This consumes very little capacitor compared to the Pithx one. Benefit of the Pithx, it has so good shield boosting. It's got the most powerful large shield booster you can have. So I like it because it's cheap and it consumes a lot of fitting, so we're sort of more taking advantage of the capabilities of our ship here. This fit, 604 million, I can imagine it's going to go for a bit more. Usually that's the case when it comes to these fits, when you buy it from the market. We'll check. Pithx, 600 million it's supposed to say. 620, so it's not that much more, but it's 620 million. I think that's a good price for T4 fit, and especially T4 Dark, because dark sites are really good and profitable to do because they have very good profit margins due to the low filament cost. We can check the price now. Sometimes the price of the darks has been going towards the high point, but yeah, almost 1 million now, but still not too bad. So we'll go and try one of these. Go with the Cerberus, Pithx Cerberus, and then we'll go with the Raging Dark. Go one of these. Great. Okay, I don't know why I've got a script in there, probably from a previous fit, but either way, we're going to be using a web and these dual rigs here to be able to allow us to get some better tracking. Undock here, and let's get to work. So we're going to have to find a system that enables us to do T4s. I think this can be used in a 0.7. Can be used in okay, so 0.7 system. This is a Morphle Island, perfect. Go there. Go with Caldari Navy because that's a good ammo type to have ready since it applies really well by default. There's a lot of stuff here that applies that is pretty difficult to apply to, so that's why I like to start out with that one. But say we encounter, for example, battleships, there it could be good to go with the Rage. Okay, save here, warp to the safe. Hopefully this will go good. I wouldn't like to lose my my ship fit here. I've got some basic implants in. I could go with no implants as well. I mean, these don't do a whole big difference to our ship. Some basic buffs to our heavy assault missiles. 0.3 implants. 866 DPS. That's pretty nice, actually. Okay, Raging Dark. Activate for cruiser. Hopefully we don't get ganked on the way out. We'll see. Okay, activate that. Oh, this is a good wave. Activate that afterburner. Let's get in range of these Triglavians. We'll go for these Vedmax first. They do the most amount of damage. Okay, never mind. We'll go for the Damas, since they were to get up close and personal. Hopefully we'll be able to apply it. We seem to be applying okay. Not like crazy amounts of application, but it's enough to kill them. And that's the most important thing. These Damaviks, they can be very tricky because their friends here, the Vedmax, they can give good amounts of remote armor repairs because they have medium remote armor repairs, so they're going to be able to rep them really high. Combine that with you not being able to apply very well to the Damaviks can get you into a situation where you're not even able to kill them at all. They're invincible. That has happened to me in certain fits. Okay, good. 19 million straight away. Perfect. Get to this Vedmak here. I wonder if we could use Rage. We're getting perfect application. So we're getting about 50% reduction in the damage, and that coincides with what kind of resist they've got here. We can try switch over to Rage, Scourge Rage, see if we're able to do more than 700 damage volleys over here. Could be good to know if we've got enough application to be able to use rage. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we are. Look at that, 1k volleys, 1.3k. Wow. Okay, no, never mind. That's because we were doing the structure. Their structure has 0% resistance. Yeah. Okay, that's good idea of... Actually, the structure has 33%, so it's not that bad. But it still does more. 900 damage volleys. Before we were doing more 700 damage volleys. If we go here and check the damage, we do 2k total volley, so almost perfect application. I think we are pretty much doing perfect application, not fully, but that's nice to see. Okay, so we know we're able to apply fully here. Lock all these guys up. Definitely we want to use Caldari Navy against these guys. I'm not going with my drones here because this ship does not use drones normally. Like, it's not a drone based ship. It doesn't have any bonuses to its drones. We've got light drones here, no bonuses. They will die instantly to a deep automatic suppressor. You can see here medium range deep automatic suppressor 25 kilometers away. This guy has a range of 40 kilometers, so he'll be able to wreck our drones real fast. You can check here even if we just deploy them. Look at their shields. They're just gonna go away very quickly. Look at that, they're starting to go away. Not as quick as I thought, but they are going to be going away slowly but surely. I think it's because they are... This is a medium range one, so it maybe does a little bit less. It does do less damage than a short range one, but I didn't know it does this little damage. Okay, great. Oh, the application here is amazing. I'm really happy about this. We'll start with the shield booster because it's nice to conserve the capacitor, so we can have a full capacitor for the next wave in case we encounter a very, very heavy newt wave. Okay, destroy this guy. And now this guy here, striking dammer. Now this ship looks really cool in the Dark Abyss because it's got like a grey kind of colour to it, so it sort of blends in a bit with the background. Not when you've got this orange tint because of this tracking assist poles here. Look at those drones, they're getting wrecked by the deep automatic suppressor. That would happen to our drones if we deployed them. Great, I really like the Pithx shield booster because for the price you just get quite a lot of bang for your buck. I think it's hard to fit it and it's hard to power it, but if you're able to solve those two issues, then it's a really nice module. I've used it on my T5 electric Gila. There's the same price as the ship, a tiny bit more expensive. I think 660 million ISK, but it's able to do T5s. Oh, okay, this is a heavy new wave, but it's no problem for us because we should have gone with Scourge Rage. Let's go with Scourge Rage. It's very good to use it here. And then we'll go here. Let's get to the Biadaptive Cache, and we will maybe want to keep an eye on those Vedmax. We'll web him and start unloading the Rage missiles. And the drones as well can be good as well. Get the Rage missiles go there. And we will actually want to be a bit closer here because we want to be able to use our web to get full application. And even without the web, we're doing more than Caldari Navy, so that's really fun to see. And we're not even using our shield booster yet. We're that powerful. Oh, look how fast that Vedmax falling like nothing. So this is what I mean by preserving your capacity. Say you get a heavy newt wave, yeah, you've got a bit of a buffer of capacity for them to chew through before you completely get to zero. Doesn't seem like it's going to matter yet because we're able to do so much damage anyway. But it's alright. You can see we just boom, shield boosts up really quickly. We've also got a Ghoster as well. That guy is annoying. We want to take him out first after we've taken out the Vedmax. Unload all the missiles. Cerberus go crazy on these Vedmax. With 860 DPS. We've got 3 damage modules. One is a Polyboss here. I put that here. It does a little bit less damage than the Tech 2 variants of the ballistic control systems. It does a bit more application though, so I opted in for one of those just to give me that slight extra buff and application. 2 rigs here also provide some extra application as well. So we've got a big focus on application with the web and all those extra modules. Then we've got some basic implants. Okay, great. So I think we've taken care of this wave now. All the big threats are gone with the Vedmax. We went really quickly with the Vedmax actually because we are able to use Rage. So we're sort of utilizing the max DPS of this fit by having heavy Vedmax waves. A lot better than the Damavik waves. Right, there's that Ghoster. Take him out there. Deploy drones will help as well a bit actually because they apply pretty decently to these small guys. This is actually a really good fit. I'm really happy with this fit here. I wonder how it will fare against the Cinnabal wave because those waves can be very deadly, and we've only got 30% EM resist, so that's not going to be good against the Cinnabar Wave since they do a lot of EM damage. But we've got a really high amount of shield boosting, so I think we might be able to survive. Okay, let's get closer here. But so far against the Triglavian is walk in the park. A lot to do with our really high Thelm resist actually, so it is a bit cheating against Triglavians, to be honest. There we go. But the application is really good, and that's a great thing, because sometimes you can have trouble applying to Triglavians if you've not got good enough application in your Cerberus, especially in a dark side where they're going really fast. Let's try this guy here. Okay, deliberately cool drones. Oh no, drones, come back, no! I clicked too quickly. No. Get back in there, I thought they were in. Ah, that's silly of me. Well, that's how it goes when you're too fast. Okay, these Kikimoras are #1 priority here, especially the Ghosters as well. What is our range here? 40 kilometers, so we can hit them. See if we can do some damage at range without the web. Don't think it's going to be a lot. Oh yeah, it's a lot actually. 900 DPS. Well, 900 damage, not DPS. Have that one drone. Go for that bioactive cache. Survivor here. That's good. Got a solid whack on them with we get some solid whacks on them with our missiles here. Now we can use a rage on these Drekavacs. Can maybe just take out all the small stuff first, because we don't have to reload then to the rage or the Kildare Navy twice. Open this up. What do we have in here? 2 million ISK, unfortunately. That's how it is sometimes. 26 million ISK. I think that's pretty good, and especially when you could take into consideration that we were using 1 million ISK filament to get here. Take out that Kikimora. We'll go for the Damavik and other Kikimora next. And we also got 1k a second, that's pretty cool, because in the dark side we're going pretty fast. So we are pretty high DPS, high tank, and very nimble ship here. Very strong, this Cerberus is. We completed this site almost at 10 minutes. That's really cool. One more volley. Great. Now for this last Dammer, and then there'll be the Drekavacs, which we'll use Rage on. Does it get a good amount of remote reps from the Drekavacs? Let's see, yeah, it gets a bit of remote reps. Not that much, it seems. Might be an idea to go for the Drekavacs first, or in between, to prevent remote reps, but I don't think it's that significant. Oh, we should have put Rage there. Web them up. Go for Rage. Sometimes I wish I could just reload in the reload cycle. It's annoying that it just reloaded to the wrong ammunition type that I actually wanted to change to. Okay, take out this Drekavac. Hopefully no ganks on the way out. Now it's actually becoming a bit warmer in my country. Now it's actually in Sweden, it's becoming a bit warmer here. Makes me feel a bit happier, because it's very depressing in my opinion when it's super cold, and especially when it's been going for a long time. I can appreciate the cold weather, or the winter, for a short amount of time. When it's going on for months and months and months, it gets pretty depressing. Oh, 500 wrecking shot that guy landed. So I just felt here a bit of a draft of warm air that felt very nice actually. Something that I've not been feeling for a long time. And it reminds me a bit of the summers where I did Dark Abyss, because 2 years ago I think it was, I was doing a lot of Dark Abyss with Hawks. It just reminded me a bit of that, because it's sort of similar here with the missile based ship in the Dark Abyss. Okay, we'll go towards the Origin Conduit now. So a quick T4 site in our pretty cheap Cerberus. We'd have to obviously do more tests to make sure that this fit works. In particular, I want to test against the Cinnabar Wave. That's the one I worry about the most, but otherwise, it seems very promising. The Pith-X type shield booster. I highly recommend you trying to incorporate this into your fit, because the price on that thing is really good for what you get, in my opinion. Let's check here if we get any ganks. We're just one jump out from Jita, so it is sort of asking to get ganked. But, I mean, it's not that common, actually, to get ganked. It does happen, but it's more likely that you don't get ganked than you do get ganked. But you don't want to continuously do this, because eventually you lose your ship, and it takes a lot of sites to rebuild your ship or get the ISK back that your ship was worth. Okay, there was no ganks there. So even if you maybe get ganked less than you actually complete the sites, it's still not worth it to risk it in the long run. So there we go, a cheaper T4 Cerberus. Hopefully the future tests will prove that this fit is really great. I enjoyed at least testing it out. So I think we're going to have to put this Cerberus to a bit of a rest here in the maybe Vegeta. In the meantime, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something new. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.